Namaste Gurukulians. Hope you all are fit and fine and doing study also. So बच्चे, in this lecture we are going to discuss about metals and non-metals part 2. Okay. In the previous lecture we discussed about the physical property of metals and non-metals. That means how you can distinguish between metals and non-metal based on their physical properties. But in this lecture we are going to discuss about the chemical properties of metals. So here firstly, what do you understand by the chemical property? Okay beta, so chemical property means when metal reacts with what? Oxygen, when metals reacts with water, and when metal reacts with acid. So in 8th standard we discuss the reaction of metals only with two acids. First one is HCl, that means what bache HCl is? Hydrochloric acid. And H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. Okay bache? So starting from the very beginning, that means reaction with oxygen. So the first heading is when metal they reacts with what? Oxygen. In chemistry we represent oxygen with O2. Why O2? In higher standard you will come to know. Okay, oxygen, then they led to the formation of what? Metal oxide. What? Metal oxide. So here I am going to take 3 examples. Firstly, sodium metal. The name of the metal is sodium and the symbol is Na, capital N, small a. Another one, sodium metal, magnesium metal and iron metal. Okay, name is magnesium and iron. So bache, when the 3 metals they react independently with oxygen, they lead to the formation of their metal oxide. So the metal oxide of Na, sodium, is Na2O. Here one thing you should keep in mind, that is the balancing of reaction. You have to balance the reaction. Now what is balancing? Simple thing, number of elements or atoms on both the sides, on left hand side, okay bache, and on right hand side, they have to be equal in numbers. Like in right hand side, sodium is 2, oxygen is 1. But on the left hand side, sodium is 1, oxygen is 2. I have to balance both of them. Okay. So if I have to make oxygen 2, that means I have to multiply this oxygen with 2. Now here we are having 2 of O2 and here also number of oxygen is 2. So oxygen is balanced. But here on multiplying this 2, the sodium metal has become 4 in number. So here we have to multiply this sodium with 4 to balance the complete equation. Now it is a balanced equation. Okay bache? In chemistry, equation is meaningful only when it is balanced. In depth, you will study about the balancing of the reactions in 9th standard. Okay bache? Now here, magnesium and oxygen led to the formation of what? Magnesium oxide. The formula for magnesium oxide is MgO. And iron, when reacts with oxygen, here one content is also present, that is moisture. But this reaction is nothing but the representation of rusting of iron. So you know na, an iron object, okay, when you kept it in the open, oxygen is present in the air, and if it is raining, that means water content is also there, then all the iron objects they rust out. That means rusting of that iron occurs. So now after studying this reaction, you will come to know that which compound is present in that rust. This is the beauty of science. So here iron, when reacts with oxygen in the presence of moisture, leading to the formation of formula Fe2O3 dot XH2O. बच्चे, this is iron oxide, okay, like magnesium oxide, sodium oxide. This is the formula Fe2O3, that is iron oxide. And after this dot, this XH2O represent the presence of water. Very good. So it is hydrated. So the name of this particular compound is hydrated iron oxide. This is iron oxide and this H2O of X, okay, represents hydrated iron oxide. And the another name for this is rust. Okay, so now we can easily see that when sodium reacts with oxygen, magnesium reacts with oxygen and iron reacts with oxygen, what will happen with these metals. So the second is the reaction of metals with bache, water. Very good. So now we will discuss about the reaction of metals with what? Oxygen we discussed. Formation of product is metal oxide. When metal reacts with water, it led to the formation of, okay, just listen to me very carefully, either metal oxide or metal hydroxide with the removal of what bache? H2. H2 means hydrogen. H2 means hydrogen gas, and this arrow, it represents the evolution. That means in this particular reaction, hydrogen gas is going to remove or evolve out. Okay, so here in this case I am also going to take 3 examples. Firstly, sodium, magnesium and then iron. You just have to remember the symbol for that particular element. Na, sodium, Mg, magnesium, Fe, iron. So when they react with water, but based on the reactivity of these metals, sodium metal very reactive. This metal is so reactive that it even react with what? Cold water. Okay, that means this sodium metal is so reactive that it will easily react with the cold water, sorry. But in case of magnesium, it is not that much reactive, yani ki bache less reactive than sodium. So we have to use what? Warm water to complete this reaction. And this iron comparatively is very least reactive. So we have to use what? Steam. Okay, we have to use steam to increase the reactivity, okay, and to make this reaction occur very easily. So first key point, that is sodium very reactive, so it can easily react with cold water. Magnesium less reactive than sodium, so we have to warm the water. Magnesium is not going to react with cold water, remember this. We have to use warm water with magnesium. Iron very, that means least reactive, so we have to convert that water into steams first, and iron reacts with steam. So the product in each case is also different, because the product can be metal oxide and metal hydroxide. So in this case, when sodium reacts with water, very vigorous reaction, sodium hydroxide and H2 is going to remove out. This is the formula for what? Sodium hydroxide. Because in sodium oxide, the formula is Na2O. That means along with sodium only oxygen is present. But here, along with sodium, oxygen and this hydrogen is also present. So this hydro word stands for this hydrogen. Getting my point? And hydrogen gas is going to removed out. Magnesium with water, that is MgO, magnesium oxide will form and hydrogen is going to remove. Iron plus water, that is Fe3O4 and hydrogen is. बच्चे Fe2O3 is also iron oxide. Okay, Fe2O3 is also iron oxide and Fe3O4 is also iron oxide. Getting my point? So here sodium on reacting with water leading to the formation of hydroxide, but in case of magnesium and iron the product form is their oxides, because as you can see in this formula only magnesium and oxygen is present but not hydrogen. Same is in this case. Okay, iron can form two oxide, Fe2O3 on reacting with oxygen and Fe3O4 on reacting with water. Okay, so in the next topic we are going to discuss about the reaction of metals with acid, the last topic of today's lecture. Okay bache, so now when metal react with acid, I am going to take examples. When metal react with acid leading to the formation of, remember this, salt and hydrogen gas is going to be evolved out. Okay, so now first example, that is magnesium acid. We are going to discuss about these two acids. When it reacts with hydrochloric acid, the salt form is magnesium chloride and hydrogen gas is going to removed out. Second case, when magnesium reacts with sulfuric acid leading to the formation of salt, that is MgSO4, and hydrogen gas is going to removed out. So bache, the salt, name of the salt is magnesium because magnesium is present. Chlorine, that is magnesium chloride. Magnesium SO4 is sulfate. What beta? Sulfate. So in first reaction the product is magnesium chloride, in second one the product is magnesium sulfate. Balancing, don't forget the balancing. Okay, magnesium 1, chlorine 2, multiply it with 2. Chlorine balanced, hydrogen 2, H2. The reaction is balanced. MgSO4. Okay bache, so here magnesium 1 balanced. H22, H22 balanced. SO41 balanced. You need not to multiply this reaction with anything, it is already balanced. Again, if I am going to say calcium reacts with H2SO4, can you tell me the product? Product is calcium sulfate. Calcium Ca, sulfate is SO4 and hydrogen gas is going to removed out, that is calcium sulfate. Okay, again one more example. If iron is going to react with HCl, so now the product salt क्या बनेगा बच्चे? Iron reacts with hydrochloric acid. Hydrogen has to evolve out, so H2 we can represent it like this, that means hydrogen is removed. So now we are left with Fe and Cl. So iron chloride, or you can say that iron, the another name of iron is ferrous. Okay, so ferrous chloride, FeCl2 and H2 is going to removed out. So these are some reactions which are very, very important. Okay bache, with oxygen, with water and with acids. So now here comes the main point. Why it is advised that you are not going to store what? The curd, pickles, yeast, chutneys in the jar of metals like brass, copper, aluminium and iron. There is a prevention that we can't store curd in a vessel made up of aluminium. Okay, now listen to me very carefully, because bache, all these substances like your curd, okay, like curd, chutney, pickle, They all contain what? Organic acid. They all contain what, bachche? Organic acid. And when we are going to store in metals like aluminium, copper, brass, iron, we have already discussed that metals reacts with these acids and leading to the formation of salt. So when these organic acids which are present in chutney, curd and pickles, they react with these metals leading to the formation of what? Poisonous substance. Getting my point? So here the substance which is formed is very poisonous in nature. So if you are going to consume that curd, there is a chance that this poisonous substance is going to deposit inside your body and have a very harmful effect. Okay, so never stored chutney, curd, pickle, okay, in the vase or in the vessel of aluminium, copper, brass and iron. Okay, and there are three elements, that is copper, okay, copper, silver and gold. Okay, copper, Ag stands for silver and Au stands for gold. Copper, silver, gold, they are least reactive. Okay bete, they are least reactive. So here organic acid is present and it's going to react with aluminium, brass and iron. Okay, there is no need to include copper here because copper is least reactive. Copper is least reactive, and least reactive means it's not going to easily react with your acid, oxygen and water. So this whole lecture is about the chemical properties of metals, okay, with oxygen, water as well as of acid. So bache, be very precise while writing the names, okay, because it is a first time for you that you are going to write the chemical formula. Okay, so the capital word should be capital and the small letter should be the smaller one. Okay, don't make the size of both the alphabets equal. Getting my point? So there is a distinction while writing the chemical formulas. In higher standard we will discuss how you are going to form this formula, but till now you just have to write the formula in correct way. Getting my points? So okay beta, in the next lecture we are going to discuss about chemical properties of non-metals. So okay, all the best.